my channel. I haven't made a video on here in some time. The holidays were kind of crazy, and honestly I've been kind of tired and uninspired lately, so I'm glad to be back. New year 2020, we gon' get it. I had so many requests for this video. I have been getting lip fillers for about 2 years now, and every single time I go people have lots of questions, so I figured it would be easy and nice for you guys just to have one video talking about everything. In the video I'm going to go over where I go, what kind of filler I get, and the pros and cons, because I know that that is something that people ask me a lot. What are the ups and downs of it? I know some of you might be a little bit curious on what my lips looked like before I got them done, so I'm going to get through all the talking points, the pros, the cons, the price, the pain, all of that stuff, and I will show you guys my before picture at the very end of the video. To start off, I go to Destination Aesthetics. It's a medical spa in my area, and they do have a couple locations, but the one that I go to, tried and true, is Sacramento. The RN that I see, her name is Summer. She is amazing. She is the only one that has ever touched my lips, and I won't let anybody else touch them. Seriously, she is incredible. I've always had a really good experience with her. She always makes me feel really comfortable. I don't ever feel like the process is being rushed, and she just really knows what she's doing. When I first came to her, my inspo pick for my lips were actually Nikki Tutorials, and I feel like she did a really good job of achieving what I wanted without making it look like I had fillers, if you know what I mean. The other thing that I get asked a lot is what kind of filler do I get? It kind of depends on what time of the year it is. It depends on what I got last time. So when I very first started getting them, I got the Juvederm Ultra Plus. That's the one that's going to give you like the most volume, like the Instagram lip. It's amazing and it lasts the longest. So that is what I got the first time. The second time I went back in, I got Volbella, which is only half a syringe. And it's more for like smoothing out fine lines, pumping your lips a little bit, but it's definitely more natural because again, it is only half a syringe and it's a different kind of filler. For that one, I will say the pain was way worse than the Juvederm. The Volbella, I believe Summer said it's more superficial, so it's more on the surface of your lip. It hurts a little bit more. Then when I went back again, I got the Juvederm Ultra, which is just one step down from the Ultra Plus. It gives you volume, but it's just not as much as the Plus. I will alternate between the Ultra Plus and the Ultra. I have only gotten my lips done 4 times in the last 2.5 years, so I definitely have spaced it out. I don't go that often. I would say the last time I went was a couple months ago, and then before that had been about 7 months. Everybody's body is different. Your body metabolizes things differently, so some fillers will last longer in some people than others. Honestly, it's all just a way that your body metabolizes stuff. I've seemed to find that mine can last up to a year, but at like the 7-8 month mark, I definitely notice a decrease in size, and that's when I go back in. Another question that I get a lot is price point. So, it's a little bit expensive. It is definitely something that you want to save up for, but it is completely worth the investment. I feel so confident about myself, and I don't think that I'm ever going to stop. So, the Volbella, I believe, is between $400 and $450, and the Juvederm Ultra Plus is $650 a syringe. Again, you only get 1 syringe every time you go in. I think they recommend about 3 weeks. If you do want 2 syringes, you would do one at the beginning of the month or whenever you booked your appointment, and then 3 weeks later you can get another syringe. They want you to wait a little bit just so you're not like blasting your lips. So yeah, the price range is between $450 and $650. Just depends on what kind of filler you get. Again, the Juvederm Ultra Plus does last the longest. It does have the most volume, so I believe that is at like the $650 price point. If you are a licensed cosmetologist or esthetician, you get a 30% off industry discount, which is amazing. Another question I get all the time is pain. How is the pain? Alright, so the first time I got it done, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Second time I got it done, hurt like a mofo. And I kind of feel like every time I've gotten it done, it's almost, and I don't mean to scare you guys, this might just be me, it's almost hurt a little bit more, and I'm wondering if it's because I already have filler in my lips, so then like adding more is what hurts more. But I'll definitely say the least painful time was the first time, and I know that's not what you guys want to hear, but I'm just keeping it real. That's just my personal experience. Some people, it doesn't bother them at all. Some people pass out. So like, it really just depends on what your pain tolerance is. They will absolutely take a break if you need a break, if you need to drink water. whatever, they got you. Pain, I really don't feel like is that bad for what you get. Then here we go with process. So the whole process of it, you call, you make your appointment. The first time you get your lips done, they will do a consultation with you, make sure you're comfortable, talk about your inspo pick, all of that fun stuff. And when you go in, you will get numbing cream. That will sit on you for 10 to 20 minutes. Then your lips will be pretty much completely numb. I started drooling on myself like the first, second, and third time. The numbing cream is awesome though because obviously it helps a lot with the pain, and something that's really nice is inside of the filler they actually have like a numbing agent, so as she's injecting it into you, it will numb as you go. So that's why a lot of the times if it hurts really bad in the first few pokes, she will wait a little bit, let the numbing agent that's inside of the filler activate, so it'll be numb, and then she'll start going again and it won't hurt as bad. I just like her to get through it. I don't like taking breaks. I want it done fast. So my process normally takes like 10 minutes, maybe. So after that, they will give you an ice pack. Your lips are going to be swollen for 1 to 3 days. And the swollen part is, it depends. If it's your first time getting them done, it can be kind of scary because they are going to be way bigger than they normally are. The swelling part kind of scares me sometimes because I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? What did I do? My lips look freaking crazy. But after a few days, it goes down. So don't worry. The first few days, that's completely normal. In order to avoid bruising, everyone's different. Again, your body reacts differently to stuff. But don't take Excedrin or Motrin 24 hours before you get them done. They are blood thinners. If you end up taking medicine the day before you get it, you're more than likely going to get bruises. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I just burped. The process after you leave, you can't really sip out of anything for a few hours. Your lips will be numb for a little bit, and then once the numbing starts to wear off, they do start to get kind of sore. When I first got it done the first time, I was like, oh my god, I can't drink out of my Starbucks. Oh shit. I was like, oh my god, I can't drink out of my Starbucks, this sucks. And then I was like, well, I just can't like purse your lips, so I just go like this. It'll be a little sore, but you know, that way you can still drink your drink. Thankfully, I haven't had any issues. Every single time she does my lips, I love them. That's why it's so important to find somebody that you trust. Go to the consultation, get a feel for them, and make sure that you're 100% comfortable. And lastly, the pros and the cons. Let's start with the pros. Pros are, I feel super confident. Sometimes I'll look at old pictures of myself and look at my lips, and it's not even one of those self-loathing moments at all. You know, I think that we should all embrace ourselves for, you know, how we were made naturally. But there's nothing wrong with enhancing it a little bit. It's just crazy to think about how I looked, you know, 2 years ago versus now, and I feel like it's completely changed the way I feel about myself. The cons, honestly, the cons really are what everyone thinks they are. It is a little bit painful, especially if it's something that you want to continue doing. Like for me, I kind of realized like, I'm gonna want lip fillers for the rest of my life. I don't think I can ever imagine myself not having them. It's kind of one of those things of like, all right, so this is just an investment that I need to be prepared to make for the rest of my life. Honestly, I've been very blessed that I found summer, but I would say that a con for a lot of people have been like the filler dissolving too fast, or them being uneven, or you get like a botched lip job. It really sucks, and I hate seeing stuff like that because not all medical spas are like that. Not all RNs or doctors are going to mess you up like that. So really, I would just encourage you guys to just do your research. Girls can be like, we can be like super last minute and be like, I want my lips done. I'm just going to go to the nearest place that I can find and I want it done now. But honestly, it's completely worth doing your research and making sure that you're comfortable with your nurse and you guys are on the same page so you don't end up unhappy. Another con really would be, again, just like the upkeep and the maintenance of that. It just doesn't last forever. Don't go too big too fast. That's the biggest thing. Make sure that the nurse has your best interest at heart. If you go in and you already have 3 syringes and you want a 4th, the nurse should be able to say, hey, you know, I don't think that this is going to really fit your facial features very well. I don't think it's going to be very flattering. So just try not to go too big too fast. That's when you're going to run into complications. I hope that I answered all of your guys' questions. I know this is just a topic that I have been wanting to talk about, and I've never been ashamed of talking about it. You should never be embarrassed or afraid to tell people that you have lip fillers. Like, literally, who fucking cares? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I will link it right down here below. See you next time. Peace.